Tonight, the president weighed in on the death of George Floyd. He said this: "At my request, the FBI and the Department of Justice already well into investigation as to the very sad and tragic death in Minnesota of George Floyd. I've asked for this investigation to be expedited and greatly appreciate all the work done by local law enforcement. My heart goes out to George's family and friends. Justice will be served." Back with us tonight to talk about the larger view, former Republican member of Congress from the state of Florida, who has since left the House and his Republican Party, David Jolly. Congressman, let's widen out. When the president wasn't discussing this case on social media for the better part of the last several days, he's been forwarding these bogus stories about our colleague, Mr. Scarborough. And I was curious to see today that, I'll put it this way, the son of George Romney and the daughter of Dick Cheney rose up and came out against the president and came out for decency. I'm tempted to ask if there are any non-Sion first-generation Republicans that you know of who have risen up and done the same thing.
I doubt it. I doubt it based on experience. And, you know, what a confluence of storylines and narratives coming from the White House. The tweet, if you will, on George Floyd and the recommendation to have the FBI investigate and deliver their findings to the U.S. Attorney's Office is what we would expect of a president, and in normal times would be given greater credence. But that is being done in the midst of the chaos that he has sown with the conspiracy theory about the loss of life in the Pensacola area now 15 years ago or so, the attacks on Joe Scarborough. And it leaves a Republican Party wondering, how do we defend this president going into November? And what is our message? Because the president is woefully off message. And it is good to hear the Romneys and the Cheneys condemn what is despicable behavior by the president. We need to hear more of it. But you do wonder why the silence. And it is hard in moments of crisis and in moments of national conversation like we're seeing in Minneapolis to really unite as one country in a very important conversation that we should be having when we're distracted by the president's vitriol and his despicable behavior.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.